Alright, so we are back here again at my undisclosed location of of a secondary freaking wall that I'm uh, currently working on. And again, as always, I am filming when it's quite warm. I can't have the fan on, so yay! Guess who's gonna be sweating throughout this entire thing? But anyway, we're on to the final Paranormal Activity movie, and I'm just very proud of myself for pronouncing that correctly. Yeah, so it's Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension. Now, in the previous movie, we kind of already know they can jump through time and space and all that shit. So, let's see what happens with this one. Anyway, so the movie starts off in 1988 from where the third movie ended. You know, where they get to that house that we saw in the last movie, where the freaking, Latino kids went to start, shotgunning witches and shit. So he gets to that part, where it's like, oh, it's the dad, and it's like, broken, yada yada, all that stuff. Then you see, then you kind of cut to, like, the girls or teenagers being kind of trained to have all these powers, and in all honesty, they don't explain at any point, even though they give so much backstory or whatever bullshit here, they don't explain at any point how the girls suddenly, lost their powers, you know what I mean? Or how they suddenly, stopped anyway, and then they're just rediscovering themselves again. But anywho, after seeing the last movie, if you were like, oh man, I'm sick of seeing minorities and their impoverished homes, let's see, like a white family in their huge fuck off house. Jesus. Anyway, so the main guy is, I don't know, probably recording off his phone or camera or something like that. And he's just recording shit because it's almost Christmas time. Oh my god. And then his brother, Mike comes in. He's got this gross-ass porn stash on. He kind of looks like Badger from Breaking Bad if he had, a porn stash. Obviously not that voice. And if he was a fucking idiot, yeah. Like, as always, with these movies and with a lot of found footage movies, there are a lot of scenes where you think to yourself, why is this being filmed? What is the point of this being filmed? Usually people might, record, 30 seconds and be like, oh, they're saying something, and then they're like, oh, my brother's here, oh my god, joke around about your silly porn stash, and then, you just kind of, you just, turn off your camera and go beyond, with your day. But no, we're gonna fucking, keep recording, everything, us decorating the house, every little stupid thing, random conversation between, him and his wife. But anyway, we'll get to more of why are we filming this. So, of course, they have a huge-ass fucking, Christmas tree that, because the house is big, you need a Christmas tree to, balance that out, where it's so big that off their second floor little, I guess, walkway, balcony spot, that when they were putting, the angel on there, the uncle could, lift the little girl, their daughter, to put over it, it looked like it had to be at least, 10 plus feet. Uncle Mike is just recording his brother decorating, the backyard, because these crazy white people go all out. They're we're gonna decorate the backyard, and we're gonna do all this stuff to show the neighbors how great our electricity bill is, So then, of course, they're going through the boxes of whatever shit, and they find this old camera. Where's this old camera? Oh my god. The old camera, it's a special camera because it has, the dad was saying the normal camera's got, 2 tubes of, toothpaste or something, and this one's got 6, and all that stuff. And then you see, the dad's, recording some weird, fuzz is showing up. He's like, whoa, this is so weird. So the camera can record ghosts. But not just, what you see in, Ghost Hunters, but, it can really record the ghosts. And I think this movie was actually released in 3D, which doesn't make sense because most of these movies are usually at night. And of course, the moment they discover this camera and turn it on and start using it, obviously that's when stuff starts happening. Obviously any of this, none of it's filmed on VHS or anything like that. Even the third movie was not filmed on VHS. I'm not saying it needs that kind of, authenticity, but for fuck's sakes. Because here, it just looks like if I took this camera, again, my phone camera, any current high definition camera, and then like in my editing program just put like a slight filter on it with a little bit of noise. Just a slight bit of noise. Wee bit of noise. Just so you know, it's the old camera being used. Because then there are times where there's like a lot of clarity, you know, it's a regular camera being used. So he's carrying around, he's like super excited, he's like, look at this camera, oh my god, we found this really old camera in a box of things that we probably didn't see so many other Christmases before. And the wife was all like, she goes, people used to carry that? And then I wrote down, you're in your 30s, that shit existed when you were younger, which is true. Because even when I was a little shit, people had big fuck-off cameras, you know? This bitch is obviously older than me, or not, because her fucking white, so who fucking knows. They had it. So, brother and dad eat some special chocolate, and they get a little high. And I wrote down, how are you this high and still recording on a huge-ass camera? So they watch the videos that are from, like, the third movie. Yeah, like I said, they find one tape where they're training the little girls, and, you know, a little bit more, they're a little bit younger. They're not like the teenage girls, they're a little bit younger. They're probably, like, slightly older than what we saw them in at the end of the third film. And, you know, it's like just like a blank kind of beige room, and she's standing there in a big nightgown, and like, you know, Christy's standing there like, it's like a room, and there's like toys, and there's like a tent in the middle of the room, that's weird. And then like the dad's like, whoa, 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 they are describing my child's room right now. How are they able to describe my child's room? That's crazy. Oh my god, they are describing my child's room, like that kind of shit. Mind you, the dad with the camera had gone around the house, and so we knew like what the little girl's room looked like. She did have like a little fuck off like TP tent thing in her room, because she's a fucking child with a huge ass room, and I think her own bathroom. But again, that was like the same thing with the fucking fourth movie, which everyone had their own goddamn bathroom, and their own goddamn, like, you know, like MacBook Pro, but that's not the point. So yeah, of course they're like, do you hear that? You're describing my daughter's room! That's creepy! And it's like, I just write, are you fucking kidding me? And it goes, this shit has night vision. That's seriously like one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to a lot of these found footage movies, is that like the sudden onset of things that these cameras can do. Now, okay, fine for, let's say, like Cloverfield, and fine for, you know, the marked ones, you know, that these cameras can have a light on it and night vision, whatever. I can see if you want to have night vision and a light, so I can let it slide. But you're looking at this old-ass fuck-off camera. It has night vision, but the night vision doesn't even look like fucking night vision. It looks like, fucking, like, just regular camera again. They blast the light, and then a green gel over it. Like, sure, why not? They're watching, like, a video, another one of the videos, and they're like, yeah, like, these two girls, Christy and Katie, are playing Bloody Mary, and the dad is asking what Bloody Mary is. And I'm like, really? Again, like, I know you're a guy and it's more like a girl's game kind of bullshit, but everyone knew what that shit was. Everyone knows what that shit is. Really? Alright. But then again, your wife didn't know that people used to carry big ol' fuck-off cameras, so whatever. So apparently the house that they, the family in the third movie, you know, Katie and Christy's parents' home, their childhood home, it was burned down. So I'm guessing, like, after, you know, the witches killed the parents, they go back and, I guess, destroy the evidence. I don't know, like, fucking burn down their house. And that the current big fuck-off house that we see that this family's living in is built on top of that old house, which is like, why all this stuff is happening? But only is happening because this magical box of tapes and camera just showed up out of nowhere. Okay. Like they found their daughter playing, like, Bloody Mary, and then they notice on the tapes the girl's playing Bloody Mary, and how the girls on the tape describe the daughter's room. They decide we're gonna record the daughter's room. So there's like a regular camera, timestamp, facing, I think, the daughter's bed, like directly facing her. Like, oh, this isn't creepy at all, just like, it kind harkens back to the first film. And then there's the special camera that's like filming like towards the back of her room, filming, you know, her entire room. It's fucking nighttime. Turn off your goddamn Christmas lights. That's why fires happen. That's why people, like, shit happens. It's at night. You're going to bed. Turn off your fucking Christmas lights. I don't care if that's a real tree or fake tree, whatever. Turn off the fucking Christmas lights. Because it's not fully Christmas yet, so, like, the daughter's still going to school. And they were like, oh my god, she bit a classmate. Because she's starting to go through the ghost demon changes or something, you know. So then now we get to night 1. Toby was released once the camera was turned on. So then you see like this ghost fart, you know, like this fart cloud. It's probably Toby. And it's like for 3 hours just standing over the girl's, you know, bed. Just like this weird like vapor fart. Oh, I said, what's the battery life on that special camera? Yeah, like, did the camera come with like a charging cord? Like a charging cord, a charger? You know, is that plugged in? What's the video life? Then again, that's the same thing about the third movie that I remember asking. So we get to night 3. They put the ghost camera in the hallway. So upstairs it's like, you know, the little, like I said, balcony kind of walkway area. There's a Christmas tree kind of sticking up here. Parents' room are towards over there. And then the camera's right here, so when you look down, you can look down the hallway and then see the door opening of the daughter's room. So the regular camera is still in the daughter's room, facing her, and now they got the special ghost camera in the hallway in case Toby decides to show up some other way. So then the little girl gets out of bed. She goes to the living room, and they have, you know, like a fireplace. And she starts like ripping stuff out of like a book or something and just throwing it into the fireplace. And then the mom is like, what are you doing? Like, why'd you turn on the gas? Why are you ripping things? Go back. Like, oh my god, I'm going to put you back to bed. Puts the girl back to bed. Comes back downstairs to look and just realizes, like, what she's burning. Like, what the fuck? Like, she's burning, like, you know, this is my mother's Bible that she gave me. It's my mother's Bible. Why would she burn a Bible? That's what she asked the next day. But, of course, it's, you know, one of the whole, like, time for jump scare moments. So you hear the sound. So the mom is kind of like moseying closer to the camera, like, what? And all of a sudden, boom, something falls, and it's the angel that they had put up on the tree, you know, just for a jump scare. So the dad talks to the brother about how the videos that they've been going through, from the third movie to whatever in-between stuff, you know, like training the girls and whatever not. So night 4. Oh yeah, I think there was like they were in the room watching, and then the little girl sneezed and she's like, bless you, like, oh my god, how are they seeing the future from the past? Whatever, this whole movie is that. Why is the daughter chilling up there? I think she was like, you see like her feet dangle, like you just see like feet dangling, like why is she up there? She's having fun with Toby. The daughter draws a door behind her bed, kind of like the symbols we saw at the door that what's-his-name, like, got out of in, the fucking Marked Ones movie. Mom and dad catch daughter playing the recorder. Right, because she was, like, standing right by her window, and she's like, like, just, you know, like children do, and just doing that, and the parents are like, alright, time to go to bed, you're annoying. Someone is standing in front of the daughter's room. Oh, yeah, so, like, the dad goes up, and, like, because the brother had, like, a stupid, like, Santa costume, but with a really creepy mask, so he gets to, like, the daughter's room, and he's like, oh, Mike, bro, like, you know, stop being a dick, and so he's getting closer and closer to, like, the thing that he thinks is his brother. Then all of a sudden, like, his wife behind him is like, what am I? And so, of course, he turns the camera to his wife, turns back, and there's nothing in the doorway. Oh my god, it's so scary. Mother is scared. They call a priest. I wrote down all footage, even old, is in widescreen. The little girl ends up biting the priest, because that's what little kids do. Yeah, so, you know, they now know that obviously their house used to be that old house. So he finds the card, I guess, of the real estate agent who sold them the house. Apparently, that was fucking Katie, you know, because he's, like, on the phone with the real estate people. He's like, yeah, so Katie, yeah, No one by that name has ever worked for you? What? How did she sell you that house? How did anything happen? Wow, Katie, are you Jason Bourne? You know? Like, and that's another thing. Like, this movie is such a piece of shit that Katie Featherstone, I think that's her real last name, just does not even make an appearance, like, in this movie at all. Like, she's been in every movie, not this one. Like, that's hilarious. Oh, night number 6. Again, turn off your goddamn Christmas lights. Oh my god. Part of me was thinking, like, that there was gonna be a house fire due to the Christmas lights before fucking Toby was gonna do some shit. But alright. Of course, then, you know, Toby obviously figures out that there's the special camera because he's a smart demon guy. Then he knocks it over, because that's what you do. Let's see, the dad and brother run away, and then that stuff happens. Yeah, I wrote here, why does he need to record himself watching the videos? It's kind of like, it's like if I were to record myself editing my videos, and then I would be editing myself, editing a video of me editing a video that I previously recorded, you know what I mean? It's like, that's a little ridiculous. And it's just like me, like, you know, he's literally just sitting there, like, the camera's behind him, just having snacks, just watching a video. You know, it's not just like, oh, I'm hitting record because I'm like, yo, you won't believe, look at how crazy this is, blah, blah. But it's just like mundane, like, you know, shit. So it's like, okay, I get it. Yeah, so now stuff is happening during the daytime. So we now know, like, oh no, this stuff's happening so badly, it's happening during the daytime. Let's see. So once the mom gets access to the girl's room again, the camera is still the special camera, but then there's a jump cut and the footage doesn't have the filter over it. Yeah. So the mom goes into the room, you know, and she, like, with the special camera, because of course then the mom is recording everything as well, not questioning her husband at all, like, you know, maybe, you know, anyway. So she's doing that, and then, you know, it's like recording, like, the room, like, honey, where would you, blah, blah, and then all of a sudden, like, it's, like, footage on this side of the room, and then it jumps to, like, the bed, and then it's just, it's clean, there's no, like, fuzzy filter, then it's them, like, leaving the room, and I'm just like, wow, you guys forgot to do something. So then we find out that, what's his name, Hunter, from the second movie, has the same birthday as their daughter. Yay. They see a tape that has Hunter in it, but they're like, how is that Hunter? Because this kid was born in, what was it, like 2006 or whatever? 2005? Yeah. And then this is like Hunter in 1992, you know. Night number 7, the doorway behind her bed starts opening. You start like, oh god, I almost ripped my shitty movie poster. You start, it's like, lights, all Stargate and shit. And of course, like, it opens, and it's exactly what you see in, like, the movie cover, you know, the poster, like, that shit. And so, of course, she goes in, you know. So she goes in, and then, like, a shit ton of time, like, an hour and a half goes by, and then, like, some weird kind of, like, fart cloud of, energy comes out of the asshole of the ghost dimension, and then it pushes the camera over. You then see, like, her walking back, like, anyway, I took a trip to hell, and I'm on my way back. So yeah, you know, everyone decides to leave the house for the night. So then the next day, the blonde girl I mentioned and the brother go back to the house to grab some things, and they still have their fucking Christmas lights on. And I get it. If you're scared, you're just gonna run out of the house and you're not gonna worry. But it's not like they went back in the house like, okay, let's grab some things, and goes, okay, and turn off the Christmas lights. Like, no, we're just gonna leave the fucking Christmas lights on. They're at, like, the dad's office where you've seen him the previously, like, you know, sitting there and, like, watching movies and whatever fucking shit. Well, watching the videotapes. And it's funny because, like, she's looking at stuff like, oh my god, like this. And there's one part where her hair kind of falls, like, kind of over her face, and you don't really see, like, her mouth. Like, you don't really see her mouth. But you can tell her mouth isn't moving because she kind of goes like this, like she's just looking at stuff. But then it's very obvious ADR of her, like, oh my god, what is this? Oh wow, blah, blah, blah. And so then they said that, and you're just like, yeah, alright, cool. Oh, her name is Skylar. So she figures out that the witches want to use Hunter and the daughter Leela to give Toby a human body. because the two kids have the same birthday, which is June 6, 2005. 666. I know, people are like, why not 2006? Because 2000 is the first year, but we're not talking about that. Anyway, so yeah, they're born on 666, and they're like, oh my god, so then they find the daughter in the house, like just scratching at the little gate opening, you know, because she's a crazy little fucker. So they, of course, they call the priest into the house, and of course the priest also has like ADR lines. So everyone else comes back into the house, and they decide to, like, you know, do like assault, you know, freaking pentagram and all that shit, and all that, oh god, fucking stuff. And so, of course, the lights go out, and it's fucking, and this is all being recorded with a goddamn special camera. The lights go out, and they're trying to trap Toby, you know, all that stuff, and vanquish him away and all that stuff. So then, like, the priest dies because. So the wife, I think, is holding the camera, and then the girl Skylar is reading, but it's like, it's pitch black, and we can only see you because it's fucking, you know, night vision, so what are you seeing? Is it dimly lit? You have your cell phone out to, like, read it? Like, but she's, like, reading the passages, like, you know, Cristo sandwiches, you know, and all that stuff. Because at one point they even, like, threw, like, a fucking sheet over him, and it's like, I'm now a ghost! Like, fucking all Scooby-Doo and shit. And then he goes away, and then you see Skylar, and all of a sudden she starts puking, like, this fucking, like, black acid shit onto fucking, like, Uncle Mike. And so he's all, and then so those two are dead. So, yeah, did I mention this was the climax of the movie? Things jumped really quickly all of a sudden. Yeah, so then that happens, and then, I forgot how it happened, but the dad's dead. Yeah, the mom decides to go into the portal because the daughter went to it. So she goes into a portal. Of course, she goes into the portal with the special camera. And so, of course, it's just like in the last movie, where it's like, glitch, camera, glitch. You end up in the third movie's house, rather than the first movie's house. You end up in that house, since we were talking about that the whole time. And she's looking, she's like, honey, Leela, blah, 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 you know, all that stuff. And then she's led to, like, a fucking basement or something, or whatever. The mom dies. You see, like, just these naked legs just, like, come across, like, the screen. And you're guessing that's human Toby. And then, like, the little girl's like, okay, Toby, and I'm like, there is a naked-ass man in front of you, but I don't know if he's a demon, I don't think he would have actual genitalia, but that's not the point. There's a naked-ass motherfucker in front of you, and she's like, okay, Toby, and she gets, like, you don't see the guy, you see legs. She gets up, holds his hand, and just walks away like, my mama dead, my parents dead, my uncle and that random blonde lady are dead as well. Anyway, I'm with this naked man, who I don't know, blah, 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 walk away. Presumably, the camera gets broken, so you're wondering who got the footage, since now the camera footage is back in, like, 1988, unless they go back through the door, back to whenever the fuck this movie came out, like 2015 or something, back to the, you know, this world, and then whoever found it, I don't know, maybe it was Jesus, but anyway, so that was the movie. That was Ghost Dimension, and it is the final, I guess, chapter or something of the Paranormal Activity series. No one cares. These movies are awful. Like, Jesus Christ, you know? Like I said, at least with the third one, the last one I just saw, marked one, stuff was happening all the time. This one too, like, in all honesty, this one, there is a lot of, like, stuff are actually happening, so it's not just a lot of, like, digging around, then it's like, what's happening during the nights, you know, it's not like, because the first one, obviously, they're trying to build suspense, so they would have, like, nights where it's like, oh, they're just sleeping, nothing's happening, or then it's like, oh, did you see that in the corner, you know, like, that kind of stuff. But this one, stuff is happening because I think by now Toby's sick and tired of just, you know, like, he's just like, fuck it, blah, you know, all that stuff. But God, I'm really glad this is over, because I don't know, I don't get the people who freaking, like, go to see these movies and are like, wow, you know. And I do admit the couple times that I actually went, oh my god, was, you know, when they do the whole, like, oh, we're, like, Like in the third movie when the dad was like, oh, I'm gonna leave the house, and then like he shined the light and it's like that witch lady and you're like, oh god, Jesus, that scared me. Turns around, night vision, all the fucking like witch lady, and you're like, oh, you fucked. But there was never a point where I'm watching this going like, oh my god, I'm so scared, or like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh my god, you know? Like they show in like the goddamn trailers and stuff. But anyway, I'm done with the series. Thank you. So yeah, that was Paranormal Activity, the Ghost Dimension. Oh my god, this shit sucks. This shit sucks. Anyway, but then yeah, nothing is as boring as the fourth one. That one was really fucking boring. But anyway.